So here we are, Soar and Pair, Why Not Together? And I want to remind you that Soar and Pair is soaring together to explore new adventures while inspiring others to create their own. I want to commend my wife, Sandy. She is driving our 37-foot Class A RV on a highway from Salt Lake to Elko, Nevada. She's been dealing with trucks going around her. She, one thing she needs to get is her good glasses so she can see a little better.
So I can see more details, because I can't see real well. I have to keep doing this.
But this tiny lady has no problem handling a 22,000 gross weight 37-foot vehicle. So how's it feel, Sandy?
It feels good. It feels good. It's different. It definitely feels different. Your lane placement is different. It feels like you're kind of hanging over into the left lane when you're not. So it's more about just getting used to that, making sure you keep this beast within the lines, and it's very responsive to wind, so you got to be careful, always looking between to make sure that you're in the right place, because the wind will buffet you back and forth pretty easily. So, but it feels good. It's fun, and it drives really, really well, so I'm grateful for that. Just getting used to navigating around the big trucks, and you almost have to lean, sounds bad, but you almost have to lean into them just a little so that you don't get pushed off, because the wind comes and it pushes you to the side, so you almost go to the right and then lean in. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you what the most challenging part was, but you kind of already talked through that. So
I think that so far, that's probably my most challenging part, but I've only driven, straightaways so far. I haven't really driven through the winding roads, so I'll get back to you on that.
Now you're doing great, because I had driven from Phoenix to Utah, and we, in our other video update on the ski lift, you heard briefly, but we spent almost 2 weeks in Utah enjoying.
It was great.
Yeah, enjoying. I have 2 brothers and 1 sister, and our brothers and sisters-in-law, and we played games and hung out.
Got to know everybody a little bit better. I really enjoyed it.
Yep, even did a little piano playing.
Yeah.
So a couple impromptu concerts. But now we are on our way to see your dad.
Yep.
And what is his name?
Tom Dugan. We're on our way to see you.
Yes, and this is your daughter driving this big rig, our house, to see her dad. Anything you want to say to Tom and Elko, Nevada?
We're on our way. I can't wait to see you finally. We've talked about this for a long time. I'm super excited just to spend time with you and get to share this adventure with you.
Awesome. And as a side note, we have a sleeping dog who has absolutely no care in the world about what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've buttoned everything up. As you can see, we almost forgot again. Actually, we did forget to lock the refrigerator. And then I mentioned it, and you're like, I don't think we did. Like,
oh no!
30 seconds into leaving my brother's house, we're like, oh yeah. Because in case you didn't hear, when we were coming back from our first trip to Kartchner Caverns, forgot to lock the fridge. I turned right to get on the freeway, and not one, but 2.5 gallon waters crashed to the floor because I had them on the top shelf, broke a drawer, and basically caused a flood.
Everywhere. It was a mess.
Sandy's like,
on the freeway.
pull over! Emergency!
I'm back there navigating, running through trying to get everything cleaned up, picking up lunch meat and cheese and water. It was a mess.
So you would think that our first order of business when we're leaving is lock the fridge, and guess what we forgot to do?
lock the fridge.
So, folks, lock your fridge.
It's not pretty. Yeah, there's a good reason. I mean, there's bungees and everything else to keep everything in place. And now we know why.
Well, and we have a residential refrigerator, a big refrigerator in this vehicle. So, but anyway, we are on our way to Elko. I'm proud of Sandy just taking the helm, and
It's fun.
Yeah,
It's
we
really
plan to
fun.
share driving. It's not just all me,
Yeah.
and I don't mind sitting back and letting this lady share the burden of driving our tour bus.
We both need to be able to do this. I really didn't want all the burden of driving to go to Jim, because as easy as this is to drive, as fun as it is more tiring than driving a car. You have to pay more attention, you've got more behind you, there's just more to remember and pay attention to, and so it's more exhausting. It's fun, but you just take your time and stop more often if you need to.
Well, and we're going, the speed limit's 80, and we're going 64, right?
We are.
We
We're
are
going 64. I got it up to 70 for a while and it was okay, but with this, even though it can handle it, because we have so much, it starts to shake. And it's just not worth it. I don't want to feel like we aren't in control.
Well, and our theme of traveling is we are not in a hurry to go anywhere.
Why? Why would we? Exactly.
So, and I think that's a good thing to live by. We want to enjoy the scenery, although right now there is no scenery anywhere. This is like
There is nothing.
the salt flat. So we got nothing here but flat.
Yeah.
So, oh, and there are some curves. Woo!
I
So,
was going to say, and flat.
no. So anyway, Soren pair, why not together? Sandy is Soren and Jim is just chilling as a passenger.
Awesome. Bye, guys.
We will catch you later, alligators.